There's all kinds of things too that have, make me create all the time, but one quote that will always stick in my brain from Andy Warhol is, don't think about making art, just get it done. Let everyone else decide if it's good or bad, whether they love it or they hate it, while they're deciding, make even more art. I feel like I always have kind of done that. Like I'm moving on to the next always. So it's cool to see something that makes you feel like that's exactly what your purpose was. For people who aren't artists, they probably look at art and say, wow, that guy's really good, that girl is really good, or they paint like a child, or you know what I mean? They're not seeing it from an artist's eye. I don't need to prove it to anybody that I am creative or artistic. I think that it shows in your work and your determination and how often it's affecting your day-to-day life. Maybe that's a difference between someone who is passionate and someone who's not. Because if you're passionate, you're not giving up. I think that's all you can have. There's nothing else other than that. There's kind of this like taboo thing to talk about when artists can't express that, hey, maybe they're excited for success. I think more people assume that it's just our passion and we don't care about some kind of financial stability. But of course, we need it to do what we want to do. The idea is I'm so in love with it, I don't want to work like another job. I want to use my ability to create something and yeah, get paid for it if it works out.
Oh, just lay me down and make not a sound. Yeah, just bury this deep. Yeah, this wretched me.
I've always wondered that how important art is to others. And I look at it like it's a yin-yang of the world. Like we need artists and we need doctors. We need creatives and we need the professionals. I really used to give myself a hard time, like where do I fall in this world? And then I decided that there's no place to fall in the art world. The harder you work or the longer you work for something, the more you'll get. Everyone getting everything quick right now, it's unfortunate. If you really love art, you won't be doing it the way you did before.
I want you to feel it, I want you to see it, it's so good.
When I first started, a lot of it was humor. Like I would just try to paint the funniest thing. There's a thing about a blue dog in the art world, but I haven't really paid attention to it. I just thought it kind of looked like Jack, our dog, was going to college or something. And then that's his girlfriend, this little piglet girl. Like, I guess my idea of art for me personally is that people look at it and it's just fun. Like just adding sunglasses to an ice cream, like why not? Like, it's simple. The workmanship that I learned when trying to create something for an art show, opposed to just painting, it forced me to have that ability to just always work on something. And when I didn't have to do it for a show or whatever, it was just for fun, I never stopped that momentum, I guess. This would be probably my oldest stuff. Some of these are from like my very first art show. This was a period in time when I was painting all of these images. I wanted this to be like a storyboard of like a year I lived in, you know, when I was making all of these images at the same time. I never really messed with like trying to do a portrait. It's Bob Dylan, but to me it honestly looks like my friend Keenan. Sometimes I just want to paint and I can't go to the store, whatever it may be, and I just know I need to make something work. And I have so many old paintings and things I can work on, but this is an old painting that's on the back of this brand new painting. And I don't know, I think it's kind of like a little bonus for people because they'll never see it, but they know it's there. And I say that I have a creative brain almost always. You like to turn it off a lot. It's not the most fun thing in the world to have your brain constantly thinking of things, but I wouldn't have it any other way. This is like an ice cream cone. And then I was like, oh, I should put flowers in it. Then I thought it was like too much. I worked on this. I don't know if it's done, but it's like 3 years old, probably. But that's another thing I love about art is one day I might just say, yeah, that's fine. Or I might completely change the background. Working at a salon, we're around like pretty high-end magazines and I have downtime and I just started noticing just cool paintings in really like fun houses or fancy houses or creative houses, and there could be something that's just an abstract image, but it fits the whole living room. And if you just saw that image singular, like on an Instagram photo or whatever, it wouldn't do any justice. I really appreciate that my wife enjoys my stuff enough to make it our decor at the house. I was painting a lot of cactus scenes and like somebody was like, oh, you're the cactus guy. And I instantly was like, no, but I still paint a lot of cactuses and enjoy it. Jackie boy, I guess he was my art assistant for about 12 years. My wife and I's best friend. But yeah, we lost him to cancer and we decided to get this canvas printed of a photo our friend JR took actually. It was really cool because a lot of my work, I do most of the woodwork and framing, and I had my wife and I worked on this frame together. Jack. A huge portion of why I paid attention to art or wanted to do art was always through skateboarding. All the board graphics are always kind of goofy and fun. It's an individual thing that you get to do and express yourself the way you want to. There's similar tricks and things that people do, but everyone does it different. Artists, I think, are the same. We all paint different stuff and we have different ideas, but we know what the real behind-the-scenes struggle is and what you have to do to get everything the way you want it. It's like a party lifestyle for sure, and a lot of us get wrapped up in it. Some of us do it better or worse than others. For sure, I got off track with probably partying too much and not focusing. You numb your brain when you're this wild with alcohol and other stuff, and I think once you free that, you enjoy your creativity, you enjoy your weirdness, but you can do it in a better way. Skating gives me that space to free my mind and think about what I want to work on. So with my age and getting older, I found another passion that is as important as skateboarding always was to me. This is the first graphic I ever did for a skateboard company. We did it old school. I like painted out like a piece of wood like this, and then I had these on paper. And I love that you can see like the photocopy marks in it and stuff. Like those kind of elements to me are like, that's what takes it from being generic to authentic. Like just those little like dumb moments, but it makes it for me. That's why I want everything to look appear cool or nice or colorful, but a little bit disheveled so it doesn't look like it's mass produced. I have a career that I've been doing for 20 years. I've been a hairdresser, which I love. It's creative and fun. But to do art full time is my dream. It's the goal, like what I'm really working towards. I want to push for that. I want it to be a reality. It's no secret that I live in San Clemente. Everybody seems to make a comment that I'm never leaving it.
Are you afraid of this hell you've made? we're just broken bones.
I'm still living 2 streets over from where I first moved in, and people will laugh and make fun of me for it, but we get to walk up the street to like our favorite restaurants, the beach is down the street. I grew up skating up and down these streets my whole life. I've had a lot of friends come and go, and they've moved from here with the idea that you can't get stuff done here. I feel like if you're passionate about anything, you can get it done wherever the hell you're at. So big cities are rad, and I enjoy going to them. They're super motivating, but I'm just like a small town kid. It's just like, let me be in the environment that I enjoy, trying to do the same thing that a lot of people may be doing in bigger cities and stuff. Some artists can take 1,000 hours on a painting, and someone could take 10 minutes, and you might get the same ooh and ah from people. My biggest goal, people just have fun looking at my art. Something that's so detailed and amazing, and people can go up to it and be like, wow, that is incredible. That's amazing. What I would like is someone barely looking for a second and smiling, because they thought that was like, oh, that's cool, or that made them happy. So if my art can do that, that's the ultimate goal.
So let's raise our hands towards this crooked mast and sing a flame and hope.
I think the journey right now is not knowing, really. I mean, everything that's been thrown to me, I've been able to figure out. And like, I've had my wins, I guess I call them. And those are just like all the opportunities art's given me. And some of the demons of art are, you know, self-medicating and like not focusing on what I need to be doing. That's all my faults in my journey so far. But I like that they were there because it taught me a lot. And I just got to push forward from here.
Ravens pick me up, saying I don't belong. They're sitting now beneath my feet. They swore not to let me go, 'cause I am going home. Preachers, beggars laughed at me, and I knew I would never have to stay. 'Cause I am going home. Crooked folks lash their tongues and curse the stars up